So you want to destroy the task list in Lake Cove, but not the truck. Well, I can't guarantee that, but we're sure going to give it a shot. Welcome to Kola Peninsula. Let's get started. We're going to take care of 5 of the tasks on our list today, starting with the knee-deep task, where we need to restore the con loaf and haul it up to the amateur mechanic's house. So we'll take the Scout 800, where we left it on the last episode, and we just got to drive up the road a little ways. We do got to go through some deep mud, but we shouldn't have any issues. We can use the roof rack to restore the con loaf, and then pull it up to the mechanic's house. The snow and mud combination here is pretty nasty. It's going to take a little bit to get through this, but there are some spots that are better than others, so if we try to stay on the side in some of this harder packed snow, it should help quite a bit. I'm just going to cut back and forth across the road, try to find the best terrain to drive on. We got our first tip. Good thing we got some trees close by. No worries, we got this. The loaf is just up the road a little ways here. Now that we're back to decent driving, we should be able to cruise and get there pretty quickly. There's our buddy. He's been waiting for us. So we can get it repaired right away. We got plenty of repair points, and we'll refuel it. We don't have a lot of fuel left, but that's okay because we left fuel in the little Zix sitting up at the mechanic's house. So we'll get it topped off when we get up there. I'm going to start the engine and pull it across the ice here. This ice is pretty nasty. Get it pulled up a little ways and then we'll drop it if we need to. We're taking damage on the engine. I'll turn the engine off. Just go up a little bit further and then we can pull it out. There we go. We'll get it turned back on. The snow up here is a little bit deep. It's going to take a little bit of time and some patience. The Scout actually performs a little better when you don't have all that fuel on the roof rack. There was a few spots there that we caught some traction, but it was short-lived. Now this last section of snow is definitely the chonkiest, but we're almost there. Okay, we'll pull it up here, being careful not to pull it into the box just yet. We're going to grab some fuel from the Zix. We'll top off the 800 and the roof rack. We have 85 liters remaining. We'll put that in the loaf, and then we're going to take it back out right away now that the stage is complete. And then we can pull it in the box. Knee deep is complete. Now we just need to pull the Zix into the box, and we'll have Like Brothers complete as well. Let's jump back into the step 310. We can get started on a couple other tasks. We're going to work on Shabby Guardhouse and Unlucky Number at the same time. So we'll need to go load up service spare parts, and on the way, we're going to grab the Action and escort it down to the ice. If you remember, we left the secure container in the box of the Action. That's for another task that we'll be taking care of soon. Surprisingly, the Action really doesn't need any help getting down there, even with the highway tires, but I want to make sure that we have a truck close by just in case we tip it over on the way down. So we'll just use this to pull it down there. We'll get the container packed, position it a little bit better to be pulled, and then we can jump back into the step and grab onto it, and we'll head down to the ice. Starting to take some damage again. The ice shards are just nasty. They really like to blow up your truck. Got some Tokyo drift out of it there. We're gonna leave it right here. We'll come back later on and pick that up. Let's head up to the other camp where we left a wooden plank on the ground. We're gonna get that loaded. Whoa. Careful, getting a little reckless here. Okay, we made it. Let's get topped off. We're gonna grab that wooden plank and load it up. After this, the next stop will be the railway warehouse where we can load up a service spare part. So we'll get turned around and we'll head back down the ice. We got to go around this island. Okay, now we can switch to the Shabby Guardhouse task. That'll be the first one we take care of. We just need to drop off this wooden plank. So we'll get turned around and we'll head back down to the ice. Let's make a pit stop here since the truck is all beat up and the Tataran is not far. We'll bring that up here and use some of these repair points to get the truck fixed back up. Shouldn't take us long to get this up there. And on the way we can discover this watchtower that I missed on the second episode. That's where we're headed. Alright, we're back to the step. Let's get this thing repaired. And from here, we'll head back down to the ice. We're going to grab some fuel out of the Tataran. We have 3 tasks remaining on this episode. Okay, this is where we turned off to do the Rescuer Marshes contract, but this time we're gonna go straight and head around these rocks off to my right. And there's a small road over here that we can take up into the hills to get to the Shabby Guardhouse. This road isn't bad to drive on. We made it back to the guardhouse. Let's get this unloaded. Gotta make sure I go into the right box. Now that task is complete, we can switch back over to the unlucky number 13 task, which is just up the road from here. We went up this way already with the Tataran, so we can just follow our tracks from last time. Although the Tataran got through here quite a bit easier than this. And there it is. Unlucky number is complete. Now we just need to turn around. We're going to head back to the port and get loaded with metal beams for the last task. You could also recover from here if you wanted to speed this up. The port loading bay is just outside of the garage. I'll drive us back though. It's really not far. We can swing through the fuel station and get topped off. Just do a sliding refill. Alright, let's grab that metal beam. We can start tracking the temporary measures task. We need to head back up the road to the VL15 pole. So we can head back out the way that we just came in. We're going to follow this road up a ways, and then I'll show you a sneaky spot that we can leave the road and pull right up to the back side of that drop off. And just after that, there's a road that leads off to the right here. We came down this way with the Tataran when we were pulling the Little Dawn. We're gonna go up here and then cut up into the trees. You can see the waypoint just ahead there where we need to drop this off. Probably gonna have to use your winch to pull yourself up here. The snow is pretty deep, but there are plenty of trees that we can winch to. Just take your time, you don't want to tip over up here. We've made it to the VL15 pole, and we just need to pull up a little bit further, and we'll get this dropped off. Temporary measures is now complete, and there you have it. 5 tasks knocked off the list. On the next episode, we'll finish up the tasks in Lake Kovd and get started on the logging contract. Make sure you come back and check it out. It's gonna be a good one. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.